Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Minecraft. Last episode was a bit of a fail. We we tried to naturally find a trial chamber for my need for copper, as you can tell from this episode's title, I presume. And we failed massively. We massively failed. To the point of which where it basically was I came home and the last 20 minutes of the stream were me, let's see if I could expertly navigate this staircase while walking backwards. I did. The last 20 minutes of the stream were me gloriously getting that villager in that bed off to right there. That one right there. Well, that villager has been very helpful. First off, it let me add just a teeny bit more motion into this area, what with villagers now being able to pathfind up here and awkwardly stand in everybody's doors and be weird, because for some odd reason, carpet in front of door equals villager cannot enter. But the main important thing is we got this map right here, which is the Trial Explorer map, which has, given us the spot where our trial chamber is. And now that I've seen that, I'm like, oh dear God, please tell me it's really easy to get to. As I hit the wrong button, we will be, I didn't even need to hit a button. We will be heading to that in a minute. But first, let's get slept and prepared to go there. This is basically the first non-streamed episode of this that I've done in a little bit, because if you remember correctly, I did skip doing the Thanksgiving non-streamed episode in favor of, I believe, a UFO 50 episode. Uncertain, don't remember exactly. But now, now I can actually kind of do cuts and stuff and whatnot if I really feel like it. Probably not going to too often because, non-streamed episodes are the fun way of doing this. But let us get heading on off towards this wonderful mess of, what we need to get going. Let's see here. I believe I'm make sure that is actually still safe. And oh yeah, that's right, I forgot we've sealed off this whole area. There's basically nothing I could do up here to get anywhere out of bounds now. I forgot. I've done the illegal. I've sealed things off in ways that I'm not supposed to. Wow, this is the first in a bit where I'm like, wait a minute, where do I go? I go through here. Navigating my own base. That is the challenge of today's episode. Alrighty, let's get a move on to here. Should be a relatively simple journey. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically write down the coordinates. Once we get there, we'll travel through the overworld, but I will set up a nether portal and write down the coordinates of said nether portal. And then in between episodes, we are going to, make the fun little, I will make a nether portal, in our nether hub that we've got. That'll hopefully link to the nether portal that we're going to make at the trial chamber, and this will be just basically our way of getting everything where we need to. Man, I'm glad that I spent the time to work on this, because it did actually take quite a bit of time to get get wrecked, you scrub. It did take quite a lot of time to get this map. I'm happy that I got it on the first try, because apparently level 3 villagers have a random chance of whether or not they actually spawn with the trial chamber map at all. You know, ours could have very much said, nah, I don't feel like it, and just left us high and dry there. I got lucky with that parkour. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, I got it. I got it in me. Okay. I would like to mention, the map has not moved one bit, which is a slight issue. Slight issue. Yeah, no. The other thing, like I said, I've been thinking about it. I'm starting to get to a point where now I'm like, I really kind of want to get wings soon. I know I've mentioned it relatively a little bit here and there. Ow. As I just get assaulted here. Ow. 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 It's fine. I'm good. Where are we? Oh, we're in the area at least. We are in the area. We are approaching the correct side of the world. Well, at least this was relatively nearby. Because, yeah, the other nearest options were all screwed up, basically. We went to them, and then they just weren't there, you know? But no, I've been thinking I might, depending on how things line up, try to make it where one of the next few streams, we're doing our run to get netherite, since netherite has been one of the last few things I've really been wanting to get on, or get done on my armor. I know that, you know, in terms of things, that is like the least valuable thing that I could worry about in terms of, you know, armor upgrades. But the other thing is as I do, said upgrade towards my armor, also, yeah, you can definitely tell we're a new gen. Look at this. I mean, there's so much actual life in this, forest instead of just blank empty ground. But no, I've wanted to, before we go fight the Ender Dragon, set myself up where I get netherite, and then, you know, I've been saying, like, once I get netherite, I will be happy to go fight myself, a dragon, basically. So, the hope is the netherite search doesn't take too much time. It will be, you know, probably a stream and a bit of work. But when we do get said netherite armor and netherite tools, I will feel much more comfortable. We will break the bedrock to re-enable my access to the blaze area. You know, where I've got my blaze spawner. Oh my god, this is way up. I am climbing. I'm like, wait a minute, how high up are we? Yeah, we've ascended an entire one of our mega mountains, and now we gotta go all the way back down because it's right down over there, right? Yeah, yep, right over that way is where it is. There's a floating island over it. That's awesome. Okay, I forgot about that. There we go. Water blade. Yoink. And there we go. Whee! Oh, almost got that. Okay. Trial spawn. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's good to know that there's a nice one of those there. Yeah, and we'll just follow my water blade over to here, as I miss multiple water buckets in a row. Okay, come on. As I fail my parkour is up. Yoink. There we go. And should be not that much longer. Hi, zombie. Bye, zombie. Not dealing with you right now. No siree. No. Nope, nuh-uh. You know, I'm surprised that I didn't run myself off a cliff doing that, especially seeing, you know, how close we are. Haha. I was smart. Held shift. And let's see here. So that is our lake that we're by for this. And should be right. Oh, like, should be right here, south a little bit. Looking like under the mushroom, actually, because it is under the mushroom. That's hilarious. All right, we will mark this little mushroom as, I guess, home base a bit, and let us get ready for the trial chamberino. I don't know why I dug like that, because, yeah, we're going down this way. If I could grab the correct blocks, Jesus. Alright. Whoop-dee-doo, get hole dug. Yep, and there we go. Now we just dig down. Hopefully this won't take too long. Hopefully this won't take too long at all. He says as he over digs the hole. Whoop the doop. Come here. Okay. Where are we heading? You know what? I'm gonna speed this up for you guys real quick, and yeah, cutting this out, obviously. Chat, we have found it. It's here. Okay, let's be a bit careful figuring out how we're getting into this. But, I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to... Okay, come on. I'm like, I know I should be able to reach this. There we go. And there's already a trial spawner right there. Whoop-dee-doo. Perfect. Alrighty. Let's find... This is probably the expected entrance now that I'm looking at this entry thing right here. Nope, but it is where a chest is. We're gonna put our nether portal right here, I guess. Especially because, oh yeah, I do also still have a lot of mining to get to work with. So, yes, I know. I'm doing the horrible crime of... Well, that was unexpected. Doing the horrible crime of just straight up offsetting this, but this is so that we can come back here and grab all of this. Because look at all the copper that we get from it. Let's see here. Ender chest gets to sit right here. Throw in all of the copper and stuff that we want. It even comes pre-waxed for us, which is wonderful as well. And hugely beneficial. We won't spawn this, well, we'll open the portal, but we won't go into the portal, if that makes sense. Main reason being is if we go into it, it messes up the link and we'll put it somewhere not where we want it to be. Where we really want this to be, I shouldn't have brought the compass into here. Where we really want this stuff to be is somewhere up above the nether roof, which is, you know, part of our nether stuff, so, or part of our nether hub, so yeah, no. We're here, we're finally here. I can actually, you know, spend the time and just break all of the copper I want in the world, basically. Obviously, you know, I could sit here all day and just do this because look at how much copper there is for me, you know. I mean, it's literally like buckets and buckets and buckets of copper. But that's not fun for you guys, I don't think. So I'm gonna just mine up this entry or this room right here. And then, and then I will actually go explore the trial chamber, and we can do our mining of all of this copper later. I mean, as is, look at that. We've already got a pretty decent haul of copper, so I'm not overly worried. And we finally also got some copper bulbs as well, if I really, really, really want them. Yeah, alrighty. Let's get exploring. That's why we're here after all, is have some fun and explore. I have never interacted with a single trial chamber at all. So I'm entirely new to what could be in here. I mean, just some potatoes, potion of strength, that actually is useful. I'll leave the rest. Wind charges, some emeralds, those are nice. Again, inevitably I will be mining away all of these copper blocks because we need them. That is a trial spawner, which just lit up. Yep. Aren't these... Ow. Donk. Aren't these, yeah, I'm like, those have stuff in them, if I remember correctly. Also bamboo in those, yeah. Alright, ow. Come on, come on, here you go. Look, I know that I am over-prepped for this area. I have not really, I don't really care too much that I am over-prepped for it. I mean, it would be fun to come here earlier into the series, to not be as over-prepped for this. Where did the other one go? I'm like, there should be another one, obviously. Ah, there you are. Get out of here. Like, I'm just breaking all the pots because he who funny too. And also, he who kind of, well, I shouldn't have opened that. I shouldn't have opened that one yet. Ooh, those are the bogs. Trial key. Okay, these are the ones that I've been worried about. Where are they? Whoop. There we go. And get out of here. Get out of here. Whew. Chicken. That's what you give me for that, is chicken. One of the most scary spawns in here, and your response is to give me chicken. God. Ooh, ender pearls. I didn't know they would give those in here. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, we're kind of wanting to, as best as we can. So you're a thing. Oh my. Okay, that was not. You're just a normal. Yep. You're a normal trial thing. Ooh. Efficiency. Looks like that's what we got, was the efficiency. Wait, there's just a casual hopper here? What? Why is this here? What? Whoa. Oh my god, okay. Oh, it's because this entire room is meant to be a pretty big thing. Okay, there we go. Get you down. Ow. You are clear. If we get another one of those. Oh yeah, Boghead from my head thing that I've got going on. Or one of the data packs that gives head. Whoa, breeze. Hi. Oh my gosh, water. Hi, breezes. Oh, that's one of the big ones. That's one of the big ones. Where is the... Ow. Okay. How do I get to you? Ow. You are not helpful. Where are you? Oh my god. Breeze, you're annoying. Breeze, you are annoying. Come back here. Get out of here. Alright, there's a breeze. I mean, you know, might as... Oh my god. Woo! Okay, and... Wizza. Get back here. Get out of here. Yeah, I wonder why there's stuff that hoppers into a, what's it called? Yeah, hoppers into the, as my brain entirely forgets what words are. Yoink. Hoppers into those barrels. Like, that is one of the weirdest little things that they could have on there. Right. So, this doesn't look like it has an easy way up into it. I mean, I'll just make some bricks real quick from all of the frickin' stuff. And then you are the big one. Yeah, you need an ominous, which that's gonna be scary. You're after just a normal one. Bolt armor. Trim and loyalty 3 on the book. Yeah, oh my gosh, there's a lot of these things here. So, I don't know if once these are opened by me, whether or not I should, like, keep them around, like the little ones. I know that the big ones you only get one use of, but, like, I'm not entirely sure about the little ones, basically. Yoink, yoink. Yeah, let's go dump these back off into our ender chest. Up here. Bricks being basically my way of moving around through here was not exactly what I expected, but you know, it's a funny addition nonetheless. This is the wrong one. That's fine. That's fine. It's this one that I want. Yep. Now I'm uncertain if I actually like closed off. No, I didn't. That is legitimately where we should enter in from. Honestly, you know what? The good thing is by having this stuff, like, all be put in here, we're effectively saying, like, hey, if you take a trip out, just empty this, you know? Go from there. We'll mine it in the future. Okay. That's... Yeah, that should be good. Let's just continue on working through this place. I mean, we're making a lot of progress. Obviously, you know, we do have the timers that we need to keep a lookout for. Why is that room there? Let's see here. This is where we went into. You're gonna find that when I'm given a maze, I tend to walk in a circle like 700 times. Doink, doink. Oh my gosh, did that give us an emerald block? That gave us a straight up emerald block. Oh my god. Okay, this is one of those fancy ones. So, those are ones that we want. Yo, free diamond pick. Nice. Yeah, noted that in the future, if I think I can handle one of these, like, early on into a world, just go in. They're really set up for, like, early game, I think. Yo, Precipice! I've been wanting that one for a while, because that has been the one that I've actually wanted to have be, like, outro music for a bit. Oh my gosh, okay. So that one's that one. I think, like, look, we might have gotten a small trial chamber, and I should have grabbed that, the ominous bottle from the one, illager that was dying off in front of us. Yeah, we might have gotten a, nope, we did not get a smaller chamber, looking at this. Yeah, okay, this is a big chamber. We did annoyingly get a bogged one. which is the real annoying part. Oh yeah, those guys... Oh, Jesus. Fire charges in there. Excuse me, I'm eating here. Get off. Get out of here. Jerk. Bread. Yeah, no. I should really just steal some of these dispensers as well. Like, the fact that these are here... brick, brick, brick. Yeah, the fact that these are here... I need to be breaking them. Let's see here. I'm waiting for a breeze to basically hit something that it really shouldn't be hitting, and then cause me a major amount of pain. Come here. Whee! Get out of here. Oh, like, I know where the breezes are spawning from. Ow. Come on. Come on. Stop doing that. I'm like, you're not that scary to me, buddy. Chicken. Alright. Anything else up here that I need to be worried about in terms of anything? No. Looks like all the other entries into this were blockaded off. Other than maybe whatever this heads to. Which, that's the lower entry that also is blocked off. I'm like trying to... Yeah, we don't need the bogged head. I mean, the dispensers are useful because dispensers are expensive to craft. But yeah, we really did kind of get a small one of these, didn't we? Which, again, fine. Fine by me, you know. I'm not overly concerned about the size of this place. I'm more concerned about all the copper on the floor, which, again... The amount of copper that is here is way more than enough. This is a really tall room, actually. Yeah, wait a minute. Bruh, I've been blind. There's this entire subsegment of this room that I just didn't even notice or care for because there's a giant wall that goes right here. Yeah. Hold the phone. We've got a whole nother subsegment of this place to mine out. How do we get... Just don't mind me swapping out the bucket real quick. Come on. I'm sure there's a ladder somewhere in this room that I've been too blind to see. But guess what? The best ladder is the ladder that, you know, I make myself. Also, there's the actual entrance room, seeing as there's beds here. I know that the entryways give you, like, enough to come spawn here, basically. And, you know, live off of one of these. Holy cow! Okay, this is a big trial chamber, actually. Yeah, we got a big one. Let me see here. Where does this go? Doink, doink. I mean, look, the breeze rods are just as useful as these. Because, yeah. Okay, and they do stack to 64. Random things that don't stack to 64 in this game. I do not need this many arrows. I'm gonna be honest, arrows are the thing that I least need. I don't even really use a bow, to be honest. The other shard thingies I will definitely take, just because, you know, they're interesting, and we do need to collect a bunch of those, inevitably. Just, yeah. Alrighty, where is... what was that? Key... Yoink. I'm like, where is the next spawner? That... Oh my gosh, this is a giant bog. I was like, wait a minute, is this a... No, it's not it's not a dungeon that spawned intersected with it. It's a thing that's meant... Oh my gosh, that's awesome. They have little pixel arts of some of the mobs on here. That's sweet. I do like that. Let's see. Don't really care. Don't really care. What is up through here? I mean, a whole bunch of stuff. The fact that this is just casually sitting there for me is like, yep. I do want to inevitably particle up the base, so having those around will inevitably in the future be nice. I really think this is because of a spawn thing that happened, because I believe, are we in a... Which biome are we in? Oh, we're in just a dark forest. Maybe that is supposed to spawn this way. Yeah, wow. Your ladder kinda gave up halfway through being a ladder. Is there a better ladder? No. That's fine. I am as much a good ladder as any ladder. Ow. Ow. Bogged. How dare you? Where I can't do anything to you. I'm trying to hit you. I'm like, excuse me. Okay, ow. Frick you. Let me just live. Okay. Doop doop doo. Doop doo doop doo. There we go. Oh my god. Nope, nope, nope. Get goated. Oh god, there's another one that spawns right here. God, we literally did get the worst one possibly imaginable. It's baby zombie spawns and bogged, which both of them are deadly. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. You're done. You give me chicken. Oh my god. That's a whole nother room. Dear Lord, it's a whole nother room. Okay, where's the bogged that was down here? Because I know there's one still down here. Kind of just roaming, I'm betting. Whew, as I almost throw myself off. Where are you, buddy? I know you're here somewhere. Otherwise, your stuff would have, you know, given its... Oh, it did. That's why, because it did already give its item. Okay, then. We've already been over here. The spot where we haven't been was up there. Interesting. Yoink, 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 yoink. Run around and loop. I have also considered in the past that, you know, maybe in the future, like, trying to aim for a base in one of these places would be interesting. If not for the fact that you'd have to neutralize all of the spawners. That's a miss spawn right there. I need to heal up. I'm like, I'm not paying enough attention to my life. Yoink. That one we will go spawn in a second. This looks like it's got a breeze in it. Yep, it does. I'm like, just do that before the breeze does anything to me. Have you already spawned your breeze? Did you spawn the breeze and then the breeze, like, immediately ran to go be in a hole? That's funny. While we're on the topic of it. What's in here? Banner pattern, iron, honey, and a bow. What's the bow got on it? Power 2, and not my forte. Okay, I don't really care too much about that stuff then. Where are you? Whee! Ow! Yes, thank you for showing your redstone prowess. As a mob. And that was mean. Casual thing that could have lit me on fire there. What is that? I'm betting that's one of those silver fish spawning potion thingies. Lingering potion of weakness. Yeah, that would be rough to run into. Let's just go do that. I should really do better about keeping water on my hotbar. I'm not, and that's going to be the cause of a death somewhere. Okay, do we think we're all done, in all honesty? Yeah, I think we are, other than just, you know, sealing all of these trial spawners off, because inevitably what we do want is we do kind of want to try to seal each of these off and make a farm out of it. Don't really care about any of that. And then what are these? Those are slowness potions, yeah. Youchers. We didn't get myself a ominous key anywhere, which is sad. But I believe you have to do ominous trials to get ominous keys, and where I don't have an ominous potion on me, we aren't ominous enough yet. It's not spooky enough in here. And there's nothing really up on these upper layers for me to worry about. I mean, maybe there's an offshoot somewhere. Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Okay. So I think that's this place cleared out. Obviously, you know, more will spawn once their timers are, you know, cleared and whatnot. But, I mean, you know, whoop-de-doo. We can now make us a breeze farm if we really, really want to, by just setting up which ones in here we actually want to farm. Have I been? I have been in this room. This is the room that I've already been building in. Okay. What to do? Let's go gather all of our materials up. I think what we do is I do clean up. Well, I don't think we clean up any of them. I think what I do is I try and get me an ominous bottle. And then after I get myself an ominous bottle, we run back into this type of area and then, you know, try and see if I can't get lucky, and get me like a mace or something, and then move on from there, you know, by starting to clean up the ones that I don't really care for too much anymore. Because, yeah, no, this is a great little starter room that we've kind of set up for ourselves. The issue is obviously, we don't have everything set up really well for us yet. Yeah, that should be good. What can I bust down? All of those can go in there. Those can go in there. I really do need to get me a thing. So first off, let's take this. This is targeted block of 173 minus 16 minus 1525. And then let's go grab us some, or let's go head back to our base for us. I will save you the return journey because it won't be too overly interesting, and you know, hopefully I can just link us the portal up once I'm up there. So, yeah, no. See you guys in a little minute. Oh, you don't know how beautiful it is to see my base as I swim across this river and nearly drown myself trying to do so. Oh my gosh. Quite a long walk, actually, to get back, but luckily the good news is we are all nice and neatly prepared to get a move on everything else that I would like to get going with now that we're back here, because it's gonna be relatively simple and easy. Oh, wait, hi, hello, no, please don't blow up, please don't blow up, thank you, thank you. I'm like, I just want to get over into my space over here. Please don't do anything to me. Now we can actually get a nice and wonderful little, we can get ourselves a nice and neat, nether portal set up over there, and we can basically transport ourselves back and forth between, there whenever we feel like it. So, I'm gonna go quickly, let's go, grab us some, some obsidian from the lava pool that has nearly claimed my life, you know. Go to our favorite spot in this world to be in, and hopefully not die 700 ways over. I do not want to be dealing with this issue of possibly dying anymore. Yeah, no, God. Terrified. This place is giving me trauma from just being in the room. I do not want to deal with any more chance of nearly dying from lava anymore. I've had enough lava death for one lifetime. We only should need, like, 8 of these since we already had, like, 4 or something. You know. Let's see here. Yoink. Yoink. There we go. Yoink. And 9 will do too. 9 will do perfectly fine. There we go. And now let's go grab all of our stuff out of our ender chest, throw it where we want it, and then be prepared to start basically sorting things out with copper golems. Oh my god, we're that close. We're that close to me being able to reconstruct the entirety of the collection, basically. The good news is once the collection is reconstructed this way, we basically just have... We don't even really have, like, too much redstone that gets fixed. Like, this entire thing that we're doing it for might as well be just to make sure that our items just don't despawn. Like, that's what we're doing this for, is to just make sure that items stop despawning. And, you know, we're gonna basically do that pretty well, I would hope. I would sure hope. Because I can move, like, almost all of the hoppers that would be, you know, used for collecting stuff just into the... Or, basically, we just make a nice longer hopper stream that, you know, would be used to collect some stuff for there. To collect stuff into the copper chest, basically, and that just becomes our way of being like, hey, store all the items in here so that we don't run out of stuff. Also, the other thing that's nice, and I will save this in my inventory until the end of the episode here. Yoink, yep. Oh, and I threw that in there, that makes sense. I was like, where did I put that? Did I throw away the obsidian or something? Because that's starting to be what it looks like I did, is I threw away the obsidian because I was like, I don't need it. I don't need... Oh, you know what I know? I know what we did. I know what I did with it. Everybody laugh at me. You wanna know what he did with it? You wanna know what he did with it? He actually built the corners of another portal that he shouldn't have because he doesn't need to. I built the corners of the nether portal that I didn't need to. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go dismantle one of our useless portals over here. I think that one is fine to stay. That one over there, I do not care to keep. Well, I will dismantle it anyways. Just rip an obsidian out of it because we don't really need this here. This one goes to an abandoned city, which yeah, we don't really care too much for. Can use that for this. Alrighty. Let's see here. We had 173 and minus 1525. Give me a second while we do some math here. That is 173 divided by 8 is 21. And then the minus 1525 divided by 8 is minus 190. So 21 and minus 190, which I know is over this direction based off of where we ran. And should be relatively close, actually. I'm like, I know we didn't run too far. So it should be relatively over here. It's kind of funny that it's relatively close to the witch farm, I guess. Let's see here. So 21 and minus 190, which would be right here. Yoink and do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And do. Don't have much for scaffolding because I didn't unload yet. Or I didn't, yeah, there we go. We'll just put these up there. All perfectly fine. Excuse you. Get over here. Thank you. And boom, boom. And boom. There we go. Now I believe this should link up perfectly. Perfect. Alrighty, now that we've got us a nice and wonderful spot for us, now I need to make sure that I know where it was back this way. Yeah, run a little bit of a torch highway back towards where everything else is. There we go. Inevitably, I will have a better system for this, but for right now, this is the fun and funny way to do stuff. There we go. Nice little torch highway that just says, hey, go here. Alrighty. Let's call it there, seeing as have been going for a little bit past our time, what with cuts and whatnot. And I finally get to use the disc that I have been wanting to use for a while. You know, this might be better as the intro music. I haven't gotten to listen to this yet. This is awesome. I like this. Anyways, as I have said in the past, thank you all so much for watching. Holy cow, this is not the song I thought it was, but this one sounds good. Anyways, yes, thank you all so much for watching. I am going to be having some fun mining some copper in our next episode, where we're going to be dealing with basically dismantling that copper, or the trial chamber, and prepping for the copper golem sorter to get attached to the collection. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. This has been me. I've had fun. See y'all in the next one. Bye-bye. Whoop-dee-bleh.